ever get a bone scan report and just stare at all those numbers, wondering what they actually mean? Well, today, we're gonna decode them.
Yeah, your health report is packed with numbers, right? But are they telling the whole story? Let's break down a couple of key ideas that will help you figure that out. All right, first things first, we're going to tackle two words that sound almost the same but are totally different in the medical world: accuracy and precision. And to make this super easy to understand, let's just think about a dartboard. So, accuracy. That's all about how close you get to the bullseye. It's about hitting that true, correct value. Now, precision is a little different. It's about how consistently you hit the same spot over and over, even if that spot is way off from the bullseye. And this is the key takeaway right here. You can have a test that's incredibly precise, it gives you the exact same number every single time, but it can still be completely inaccurate, consistently wrong. Okay, so with that in mind, let's move on to our second tool. This is a big one for bone scans. It's called discordance. What is it? Well, in simple terms, discordance just means there's a big, significant difference between the bone density T-scores they find in your hip and the scores in your spine. And this difference isn't just one size fits all. It's actually broken down into two levels. You've got minor discordance and major discordance. Minor discordance? That's when your hip and spine scores are off by more than one standard deviation. So what does that look like? Well, your report might say you have osteopenia in one spot, but full-blown osteoporosis in another. And then there's major discordance. This is an even wider gap. We're talking more than 2 standard deviations. Imagine this. Your report says you have perfectly normal bones in one place, but osteoporosis in another. Now that is a huge red flag. So you might be wondering, why does any of this matter? Well, it all comes down to something really serious: the risk of being misclassified. Why should a big gap between your hip and spine scores set off alarm bells for you and your doctor? It's because osteoporosis is what we call a systemic disease. It affects your entire body. It's not just in one spot. Like the research says, it'd be really, really rare to have a spine that's that bad and hips that are that good. A huge difference like that basically screams that one of those numbers might not be accurate. And getting misclassified isn't a small thing. We're talking about real-world consequences here: unnecessary anxiety, getting the wrong diagnosis, and being put on a treatment plan that's just flawed. Think about it. You could end up on powerful drugs for a condition you might not even have. So the next time you're looking at your bone scan report, remember these tools. Ask yourself, is this data giving me a really clear picture, or is it just a messy collection of pixels? Because understanding that difference, that's the first real step to taking charge of your own health.